Hello and welcome back to the channel. Holy Charlemagne here. And you might have noticed that the name of the video doesn't have the word deathless in it. It might have also said run 1. I know what you're thinking. Now wait a minute. Don't you have a deathless run and you're probably on like 4 or 5 already? Why is it run 1 all of a sudden? Where's the deathless part? Well, if I'm being honest, it's gotten so bad I have been considering doing the same challenge, but mirrored. I've even thought about doing the same thing with Assassin's Creed. I almost even started about doing a third 100% deathless challenge. And that will be the Uncharted games, which sounds pretty nice and whatnot, but I want to keep it at least 2 challenges at a time. So this one and the Assassin's Creed challenge. Now, until I can get a response about the Deathless for the Assassin's Creed thing, where I forgot the Blood Fever quest, and again, this is still before that video is uploaded. My videos take forever to upload onto YouTube, but I also don't want to waste this time I have to actually make more videos and produce them. Because I know I basically do mass produce my videos, but I do try to take my time with them. I mean, I obviously do, or they wouldn't take like multiple hours. But anywho, the reason why this is not called a deathless challenge, it still has everything else that's what it's called. The difference between this is simple because it's just the same game. Nothing's changed. We just got 100% it. We still have to go through 2 different timelines. But I want to see how many deaths it will take first. And if we get to a certain point, a certain amount of deaths, after we complete both timelines, we'll then try to go down the list and decrease the amount of deaths slowly but surely until we finally get to the Deathless run. That would be the God run of a century. Same thing with the Assassin's Creed games. So, if the next time I fail that historical challenge, that Deathless challenge on Assassin's Creed the franchise, we'll do the same thing we're doing here with that. That way I'm not just wasting time and just dying over and over again to the same game. That way you guys actually get to experience the other games as well. That way you're not just seeing the same game over and over and over. Probably still will no matter what, but at least there's a chance you'll get to see the other games, the franchise. And I do want to mention that I will be playing New Dawn first, which is kind of a given thing at this time because for those who don't know, I have beaten Far Cry 5. Not on the channel, but actually none of you are probably going to know. So I have beaten the game before, and I loved it. I honestly think it's just as good as 3 and 4. Those 3 right there are great games. 6 is really good too, but people just didn't really enjoy that one as much, I've noticed. I kind of liked it, but I guess not too many people did. Now this one in particular I did play for a while because I enjoyed the fresh new take on the franchise. This one and New Dawn were just interesting fresh takes that I loved about an original game franchise. And I honestly prefer it more than the first and the other ones that came before too. You know, the ones that have the beast superpowers and the mutant superpowers. Now, New Dawn makes sense with the mutant superpowers, which I believe does happen near the end, I think. I never actually played the game, but I've heard about it. Because as soon as I got this PS5, all the games except for 3 were already on here. I just never really thought about playing the New Dawn because I wanted to play it until after I beat Far Cry 5. I beat Far Cry 5 and then just forgot about New Dawn. And for those who don't know, New Dawn comes right after Far Cry 5 in an alternate timeline. That's why I said in the first thing of the Deathless Challenge that I would be doing 2 timelines. If you guys want to see my raw reactions to Primal, some of the Primal cutscenes, do go to my Deathless Challenge, the first 4 runs of the Deathless Challenge. They'll give you a good raw reaction, whereas everything past what happened in some of those, like I will let you know what is new, wasn't shown, and everything like that, but I'm not going to play the same cutscenes over and over again, so that beginning cutscene is kind of forced upon you, so everything else will not be shown as lovingly as it could be in the previous runs I've done to this game. I'm hoping to at least beat this challenge in as little as 10 deaths, but I doubt I'll probably get that lucky. We'll see what happens. Waka chaka, waka chaka. All right, let's get our Ooga Booga Caveman on. Also, I don't know if I said it in the previous videos about Primal or Assassin's Creed Challenge, but I've decided to just completely do away with the COD Challenge for now. I know I was planning on doing like this modified COD Challenge. I kept talking about it. I kept hyping it up, but I just don't think it really will work out too well because I just keep dying in the same game over and over again on recruit difficulty, and it's sad. It really is sad to see me get killed on the same mission over and over again on recruit difficulty. So I kind of just deleted those recordings that I did have and just say, no, I'll play this another time. I'll try to maybe get people to enjoy this, but I want to be ready for that one. So if I ever do come back and say I'll do the modified COD challenge, that probably means I have had enough prep time and I'm ready to play. These challenges that I've been doing, the Deathless Challenge for Assassin's Creed and Far Cry, I have had no prep time. I haven't prepped anything. This is all like feeling like newbie reactions. And it feels good that as soon as we beat this game right here, 100% it, we can move on to the next game, which is Far Cry 3, and we'll get the phenomenal work of the villain that is most remembered today for being how crazy and sadistic he is, but also for having a backstory that justifies everything that's happening. He's literally been manipulated into being sadistic. I actually haven't beaten Far Cry 3 yet. But when I do, I know that I'm not going to pick the option where you sacrifice your friends. Why is my aim so terrible today? Is it because I'm just talking? Usually I'm so silent when I play this, so that's probably a bit of the reason, I'm assuming. I have no idea, actually. Why am I, like, losing these battles against some goats? Come on now. I know I can hit them. The goat go. There's the goat. I honestly wish we had more games like Far Cry Primal. You know what I mean? Like ones that take place back in the tribal times, like this specifically. Because this feels awesome. I love the gameplay and everything. I love how you have to create your own weapons. And I wish you could see the more animations of creating the first weapon, the weapon for the first time. Or like upgrading actually seeing you upgrade the weapon itself. Like seeing a live reaction of that, not just you upgrade the weapon, now it's upgraded. Looks cool and all that. Say, like even the club, you don't get the club. You have to make the club. And I guess that's just what I found very compelling about these games. They had a story to it. They stuck with that story, and the story actually works with the theme and setting they're putting together. For instance, in this one, we are part of a Wenja tribe, but not the same tribe that comes from the land of Oros. That's why the people don't know us, but the people do support our cause, because they are also Wenja, but they don't specifically know us until we come into the land of Oros and basically unite the tribe once more to fight against our old enemies, the Azila and the Udam. In 3, you're on a vacation with friends until... Is it Voz? I want to say it's Voz. For some reason I don't know if I said... I hope I didn't say Zaz before. I meant to say Voz if I did. I don't think I said Zaz. I hope I didn't say Zaz. That wouldn't make any sense. But basically that's what happens. You get captured by pirates led by Voz. You escape and you meet up with some people who are basically trying to fight the power of Voz, and also kind of openly supporting Voz at the same time. They just don't realize it yet. And if you don't know what I mean, you guys will find out later on if you ever played the game. You guys will also find out when I get that far into the challenge, and don't you die already, man. Okay, as I was saying before I had the near heart attack of the century, you'll basically find out and understand what I mean by that. And as the game goes on, you start to realize that Voz wasn't a psychopath at first. He was kind of a regular old person. Not really regular. I wouldn't really say regular. I wouldn't think a regular person could be turned to what he became. But, like, in honestly, I forgot what I was going to say about 3. I guess I can't really say too much about 3 because I actually haven't beaten the game. But that's pretty much the gist of it, although there is more to it because the second area of the island has nothing to do with Voz, I'm pretty sure. Most of it's on this other guy who's also with these pirates. And he's kind of like one of the head honchos. You save the islands, and then at the end, you have the choice. Spoiler alert, I know. Then again, this whole beginning of the tutorial part, basically spoiler alert 101. I can't see like I usually can. Hang on. Gotta turn some lights off so I can figure out where I am. Going the right way now? I'm going the right way. Okay. And I feel like the character and the setting and everything, the story, really just fits that tone of what that game is all about. The fourth one, it's a tyrant, but it's nothing like too over the top. On one hand, you think he's evil, but on the other hand, he also kind of isn't. He's kind of just trying to run his government, but also take care of some rebels. And yeah, the way he takes care of the rebels looks pretty sadistic. But I mean, the previous leader of the rebels who basically started this rebellion is like a what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for that basically is you take these aggressive actions against someone who basically stole your lover in a way. And it feels like a very much sourpuss about it and does all these bad ideas just to spite you and makes the girl you are in love with see you in a different light that's not good, but also see him in a different light that's also not good. For those who have played the game, you guys know what I'm talking about. And I feel like the villain of the whole story really just is perfect. He fits with everything that goes on in the whole game. And the way that the people you are allied with aren't really the greatest people because... I guess this one... I don't want to spoil too much, but basically... It'll split off into two endings, with a certain person of the rebellion taking place, and... Well... One way, it could be a good thing, and in another way, well, actually, I'm only kidding. It's not going to be a good thing. It's never going to be a good thing. I mean, one, in the long run could be a good thing, but it's also not really the best idea as well. Basically, your choices will bring the world of... I forget what this area is called... to ruin in a way. I wouldn't really call it to ruin, but it is also to ruin because the rebellion has basically gone more tyrannic than the tyrant they had before. I mean, one of them felt like it was being run by H-Man himself. And considering the fact it was also a male, the male leader, who felt more like H-Man, who I sided with in like the first part of the game, really wasn't cool. Whereas the other one makes it look more like, well, a drug dealer, like Pablo Escobar, or what other names are? What other famous ones are there? I actually don't know too many. I only know of Pablo Escobar. Kind of like mob criminals, but worse. Well, I don't think Pablo Escobar had child labor, so I guess that's kind of not true about a Pablo Escobar move. More like a mix between and this would be true, a mix between a H-Man and a Pablo Escobar. Bit of a drug company with child labor. Now, if you don't know who H-Man is, then you do not remember your history correctly, because you definitely should remember who H-Man is. We all know him. We all hate him. And Charlie Chaplin was his enemy in a way. He really hated Charlie Chaplin after it. I forget what the name of that movie he was in was. Hang on. The Great Dictator. That's it. The Great Dictator. And if you still don't know who I'm talking about, well, I'm sure you've seen plenty of animations where people try and go back in time and try to help this one guy get into art school. Actually, I don't think there's anything like that, though. I think there was only a few of them that basically do that, and you have no idea what's going on about that situation. I don't know too much, actually. I could be wrong on that. I'm basically just trying to talk in a way. Kind of just get rid of the silence that's always been plaguing some of my later videos. That way I just have more stuff to talk about, and if I have more stuff to talk about, it's more engaging for you guys. Then we get on to 5, which is Chef's Kiss, one of my favorite games of the franchise. And no matter how you play it, no matter which ending you get, the villain wins either way. That really just shows to you just how much I forget the guy which seed it was. Was it Jacob? I don't remember the actual which one of the four people was it. But whichever specific seed it was that much of a manipulative leader of the whole cult that no matter which option you take, he wins either way. He wins in the secret ending, the good ending, the bad ending. You kill all of his siblings, and he still wins. Either the world gets nuked, and he gets to live longer and prosper until he eventually does get killed. But that's after he has basically grown up and had his own little redemption arc, which I kind of did enjoy, but also kind of didn't. But I didn't really enjoy it from that perspective because I have been trying to kill him the whole game, and now he's in this other game and he's got like this whole redemption. I'm just thinking, really? What was the point of the whole 5th game? We fought him. We battled for domination over Montana, hopefully liberating the entirety of Hope County from the hands of the cult. And they still win, no matter what you choose. I'm pretty sure even after New Dawn, he survives. And he doesn't survive, he dies. But I mean, the cult he has manipulated into living forever survives. And that's just what I enjoy about Far Cry 5. It's not all about a dictator or anything like that. It doesn't need to have a dictator. It has the perfect leader, the perfect villain of any game. I mean, I know some people might not agree with me, but I say it's better than Voss. So it really just depends on what you can do, because then when we get into Far Cry 6, we have, yet again, for a second time, another tyrannical dictator. Is that a problem? No, I actually kind of enjoyed it myself. I love how you got to see the relationship between him and his son unfold. You got to see how the son really doesn't want to be doing everything in the ways of his father. How he doesn't want to kill, unlike his father, who is willing to kill. He is not willing to be like, I guess, the classist H-man? Actually, has there already been a dictator that was kind of like you know who, but also not really like you know who? But instead of doing it with religious people, they did it with the lower class. I'm very curious. Do let me know down in the comments if that is a possible answer. I would love to know. Because as much as I would love to theorize, I can't really just... theorize, because I don't know everything that happens in the games. I haven't beaten Far Cry 6, so I don't know everything that happens throughout the game just yet. I will get to see that eventually, because that will be the second game we play in the franchise. That'll be the second timeline we play in this challenge. But for the correct standards of this timeline, this will be the first timeline, which would be the New Dawn timeline that I want to see first, specifically because that was the first ending I got. Well, technically the second ending. I technically got the secret ending by accident. And if you're curious as to how I got the second ending by accident, I kind of went up to go get a drink and came back and saw the secret ending, saw the credits, and I'm just like, wait, what's going on? Why is there credits? I haven't even played the game yet. So I booted up the game again, tried to figure out what had happened, and found out that I had gotten the secret ending by accident. Why am I just running around in circles while I explain to you guys a story? All right, we're here now, so. All right, guys, let's go.
Tushi, Shanti.
Okay, let's go ahead and go talk to Tensei. Get the Beast Master Shaman out of here for now. That way we can get our Beastmaster skills, try and maybe get a Cave Bear as quickly as possible. Because that is very important for the game. Sure, bud. Run. Obviously, while we're up here, we're going to grab the Daisha hand as we normally would. Because what will be the point of coming here and not grabbing the two Daisha hands that are just conveniently outside his hut and cave? We're already 40 minutes in the video, and we really haven't done much. I feel like I've mainly just yapped your ears off, and that's because, I don't know, this first video be feeling like, basically it feels a bit of a yapathon, but that's because I just want to talk about some stuff, wanted to let you guys know on how I feel about the Far Cry games. And most likely I'll give you guys the same kind of talk when I talk about the Assassin's Creed games. It'll be definitely very similar. It won't be just like the exact same words and everything like that. Alright, drug trip is over, let's go. Okay, got the dash in there. And of course, we can get the one that's over here. Boom. Go ahead and get that beautiful, beautiful Daisha hand, that next skill point. can we use that skill point on? Sprint and heal, that'll be useful down the line. Especially since then, when we need to, we can then get crouch sprint and then of course sprint forever. That sprint forever is one of the best skills out there because you're not as fast as everything else, but you'll be moving really, you'll still be moving fast and you won't stop moving fast. Unless you choose not to sprint, then you pretty much stop, but you know what I mean? Other than that, you really don't stop. What do you guys got going on here? Meat. And what you got? Oh, meat. Wenja! I will be grabbing some red leaves for obvious reasons, in case I ever lose a bear or anything like that to my enemies. I can then use what I have to revive them, just like that and all that good stuff. Okay, and with that we can now move on with the Beast Tamer skill. And of course I'm going to go to the village. Now, before I talk to Sayla, I do know that I do need some deer skin if I am correct, right? That is what I need right now, correct? I got goat skin, I got that skin, but I don't have any deer skin, do I? Nope. A single one. I'll go get some deer skin, and then I can return here. Perhaps in the dawn I'll come back. Yeah, let's wait till dawn. It's getting dark out, and I don't know what all's going to show up before I can even think about getting the other guy what he needs. Okay, I can really start to see how everyone's starting to build up again. As usual. It's a goat. Okay, and like that, we've gotten our 2 deer skins that we no longer will have to worry about. Because I don't think you really need any other deer skins throughout the whole game. I'm pretty sure. At least I haven't had any need to get some deer skins. But I'm pretty sure this is literally the only time I needed it, so... No, again, I could just be wrong. What all do we need for the rest of the village? I know I need... Oh, I just need some slate then. I just need like 4 things of slate. Alright. That's not going to be that bad, especially with the good old ability we have now. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, but of course, because my pack's full of bone, it won't work. So what if I do with this? I'm sure it has more than just bone. Bone. No, that was it. Okay. So I just wasted bones for nothing then. Wonderful. Oh, there's some slate, which we can grab. 4. Oh, that's exactly what we need. That's perfect. Let's go back to the village. And of course, we get show resources. Before we go help the other guy out. Little Tensei. Let's get the Daisha hand that was just hanging out right there.
Bausaugas, Winjai Sudijam, Ma Samwai Dausa, Daiwa Damshi, Hakrapi Shai Kwayaga.
I don't know who voices this character, but you can definitely feel they are putting everything into the role. And of course, I'm going to get that ability to tame wildcats, because that is going to be perfect for later on down the line. And now, of course, we have to go talk to her. But we'll save that for the next episode, because we only have 3 minutes left, so... Let me check the crafting real quick and see what I can craft. That was just that? Okay. Well... Thanks for watching the video. This has been Holy Charlemagne. I'll see you guys in the next video.